Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished, by Lao Tzu. Hi guys, Jen Anderson here, Chief Inspiration Officer and creator of the 3 a.m. with God Journal. I am enjoying a nice mug of traditional medicinals tea that is called Throat Coach. You might hear that my voice sounds a little bit wonky. Yes, this is the frog version of Jen. But as I'm sitting here pondering and just thinking about my business and thinking about life and whatnot, I love the message that's on this little tea bag here because it reminds me of 2 key things I'm going to share with you about what you can do to accomplish more in your business. So take out a piece of paper. I've got 2 great juicy nuggets for you. Let me again read this quote for you. It says, nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Well, who's the grand designer of nature? So here's your first thing. Heavenly Father, right? So we know from Genesis chapter 1, verse 1, Heavenly Father took matter and organized and put together the earth. And then there were 6 more creative periods for a total of 7 creative periods, right? And the 7th creative period was actually a time of rest. And so in each of the creative periods, Heavenly Father did something remarkable to create this amazing world, right? And so is he not the most entrepreneurial, the most scientific, the most creative, artistic, most beautiful example to us as faith-based entrepreneurs? So he took matter and organized, took something that was all messy and crazy and first put the earth together. And then he introduced light and sun. And then he introduced the water and separated the land. And then from there, he introduced the plants and then the animals and then man, etc. And then on the last creative period, he had a time of rest. Now, between each of those creative periods, there was a time of rest. There was a pause, okay? So what I want you to think about when it comes to your business, if you want to accomplish more, create chunks of time, okay? Time blocking is phenomenal. So do time blocking, but also a key thing I want you to do is to think about once you get to a certain point to create a time of rest. So I have talked to so many entrepreneurs and business leaders over the years who work through their lunch, and this is a terrible idea. You need to take a break, you guys need it. Your body needs it and your mind needs it and your spirit needs it, okay? Take a break. Go for a walk. Get away from your desk. Just even if you bring your own sandwich or something like that, go into a different room or whatever, okay? Do something to give yourself a break. If you're working from home and you have a home office, get up from your desk and go sit somewhere else. Depending on what the weather is like outside, go and find a nice spot to sit outside and enjoy and change up your scenery a little bit. And don't take your laptop with you, okay? And if you can, try not to even take your cell phone with you. Just take a break, even if it's 15 minutes, 20, 30 minutes. But in the middle of the day, find an opportunity to take a break. Another key thing about that, also about taking a break so that you can accomplish more, is at the end of the day, take a break again. And I'm not talking about like at the end of the day going to sleep and taking a break. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about at the end of your business day, there's a transition point before you step over to the threshold of being in your personal roles. So everybody's circumstance is totally different. I get it. Some people who are watching this video may have little children and you've got to go pick them up from daycare, or you have little kids that you're picking up from school. Or maybe you have high schoolers who they're getting themselves home from school and they're going to their jobs or their after school sports or dance or whatever it is that they do it, right? And so everybody's circumstances are going to be totally different. Maybe you don't even maybe you're not married, maybe you don't have kids. It doesn't matter. The point is there's going to be a stop in your business day before you continue with your personal time. So I want you to think about taking a little bit of a break there. So a great way to do this is if, for example, if you're working out of the home, when you're driving back to your house, take some time to not be doing work stuff, okay? It might be super tempting to schedule a phone call with a client or one of your employees or a vendor or something, so while you're driving home, you're thinking you're being productive. So I get that, I understand. I've done a lot of phone calls in the car. I totally, completely get that, all right? But the trick is at the end of the day, give yourself just a little bit of time. Give yourself a chance to have a time of rest. And this is going to help you to accomplish more because it's going to help your brain to just slow down. Now, let's go back to this quote that I'm sharing with you again. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. So think of nature, think of the world, right? all of the stuff that has to happen, but it's not hurried, and yet it all eventually gets accomplished. So everything in your business is going to get accomplished. Everything that's supposed to get accomplished will get accomplished, you guys. I promise you it will. But you got to take care of yourself, right? We all know the old adage of you got to take care of the golden goose in order to get more golden eggs, right? So take care of the goose. So some things that you can do for yourself during this little space of rest, okay? So when you're driving home, you can listen to a podcast. You may not know, but I have a 3 a.m. with God podcast. Go ahead and listen to those. Those podcasts are 25 to 30 minutes long. I'll give you a nice little boost of inspiration while you're driving home, or find another podcast that you like. Maybe you've got an audiobook that you can listen to. I love K-Love Radio. I think it's wonderful. It's inspiring, uplifting, beautiful music, okay? Or totally go crazy and just turn off everything and just sit there and be alone and just be quiet with your thoughts as you're driving home and just let yourself be. It's a wonderful way to give yourself that time of peace, okay? So that's one of the key things, is that if we're going to learn from Heavenly Father about how He created so much and is accomplishing so much, right? One of the things we need to look at is recognizing we need a time for rest. You've got to build it into your day. If you don't plan for it, it doesn't happen. So plan for it, my friends. Okay, here's a second juicy nugget for you. It's going to help you to accomplish more. Is that I know that in our businesses, we have all sorts of stuff going on, right? So we have operations, accounting, we've got our employees, vendors, maybe we have freelancers working for us. We have customers, we have delivery of stuff. I mean, just so many different things that need to happen, okay? And I totally get it. There's so much stuff that's going on. A lot of those things have a regular cadence to them, right? Like every single week, there's something that you need to do, or maybe every month or quarter or something like that, all right? I totally get that. But in order to accomplish more, one thing that I'd recommend that you do is have one main business goal and one main personal goal for the month. Having your mind set on just one main goal can totally help you to accomplish more. And you might be thinking, Jen, how's that possible? Like, I have to have all these goals, there's all these things going on, etc. Now, I get that. I totally understand. But I don't want you to get confused with all these little action items and things that you need to do, being confused with being a goal. A goal, a main focus that you have, is something very different from having a whole list of different action items that you need to check off every day, week, month, or whatever it is, okay? But I do know that in your business, if you focus on having one main business goal and then one main personal goal, you can actually accomplish more, because every day you're going to make effort moving toward accomplishing that main goal. And so think about that. If you want to accomplish more in your business, it's a great way to actually ratchet things back, get real about what's the next most important goal that you need to have in your business, and go after it and just stick with it every day. And you're actually going to see more progress. You're going to see that needle move forward much further than if you're all over the place with a bunch of big goals and you're trying to make movement toward each of them all at the same time. It's just not going to happen. It's just too nuts. It's just too crazy. I talked to an entrepreneurial gal the other day. She was saying she's got all these business ideas, and I said, that's great. I said, but you got to pick one. She's like, what? Only pick one? I said, yeah, you need to pick just one. Focus on just one. She's like, okay. So as we got into it, it really helped her to recognize and to see how important it is that when you have just that one main goal, how all your time and your effort can go toward that one main goal. And I think that's a lot about what Heavenly Father did. If you think about it, in one creative period, the first thing He did, main goal, was to take matter and organize, right? And organize it. That was the main thing. It wasn't in His first creative period. He's like, okay, we're going to do this, and we're also going to separate light from dark, and we're also going to put in water and figure out the land mass. No, He didn't do all of that. He focused on one main thing at a time. Now, He knew other subsequent things that were going to come from it, but in order to get to those, He had to first start with organizing matter that was unorganized. So think about that for your business as well. What's that one main goal that you can focus on for the month? And then little by little, you'll grow and you'll develop. And sure, you're going to have other goals and other goals. It's going to be beautiful. So you'll find yourself actually accomplishing a lot more. So I shared with you today 2 main things that you can do. So first of all is to make sure that you recognize the beauty of having having rest throughout your day, right? So look for pieces of time where you can have some rest. It's an amazing thing to help you so you can slow down so you actually can accomplish more because you're going to recharge yourself. And then the second thing I shared with you is having one main goal, one for your business and one for personal. So that way you can keep yourself zeroed in, which is going to, again, help you to accomplish more because you're going to be keeping focused on one main thing. So let's read our little quote here from Lao Tzu again. He says, "Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished." So you guys can accomplish all that you want to and all those things that Heavenly Father is prompting you to do. But if you hurry, it's not going to work out as well as you think it's going to work out. So take a deep breath and enjoy the ride and take the next right step as you're building your business with God. And remember always, my friends, that God has a message for you.